Danny there, chums. It is I, Captain Stephen X. Oh, heck yes. And today, chums, we're going to be pressing on with the Leap into the Dark. I'll get the right menu in a second. There we go. Correct menu. A leap in the dark. Heck yes. Let's go do that. I wouldn't suggest doing a leap in the dark at home. You could sprain an ankle or bang something into something. Yeah, you want to do it with the lights on. In fact, don't do any leaping at all. Heck yes. Right, anyhow. I press on. I'm just going off on weird tangents right now, chums. So we're going to be heading to this signal over there. The unknown signal. Heck yes. I better say Hollow Terminus. Oh no, it's not. Okay, well, we're touching down. There's no hollow terminus to be seen there. There's just giant mushrooms everywhere. Oh, it's a grave. Okay, well, we've got all the glyphs. So let's go and highlight this. Artemis, oh fudge. Okay, well, I believe mine and Exo's intuition and gut feeling was correct. It looks like Artemis is actually perished and dead. What the fudge has he got on his arm, though? That is such a funky sort of wrist bracelet. And what is that around his actual waist? That bag looks freaking ace. Why is it that these guys have got so much awesome stuff and we have not? Yeah, okay, well, it seems to be that this is just a holographic projection of Artemis, and they're not really responding to anything that I select in way of options. Right, okay, fantastic. It mentions machines here, murderous machines. I can only think of sentinels, but I could be incorrect. I mean, he did mention 12 or 13 faces before or something, or 16 faces. 16 faces, that was it, wasn't it? Which was a little bit odd to actually mention faces, and now he's mentioning machines. So I really don't know what's going on here, to be fair. But yeah, brilliant. Okay, as I stand here, Artemis begins to speak. Okay, so we've got all this broken down stuff. Cold, but they're still beloved. Anomaly. Nada and Polo watching us. Well, it's strange that he's mentioning Nada and Polo. Yet Nada and Polo, they didn't know too much about Artemis until we actually divulged that we had bumped into Artemis. And we conveyed to Artemis that we had spoke to Polo and Nada, but Artemis didn't really seem to really understand who Polo and Nada were. So it seems a little bit odd. There's this to and froing and oddness going on, but we have communicated both to both. Heck yes, let's go speak to Apollo. Let's see what Apollo makes of all this nonsense. And nuance, I guess. Okay, excellent. Well, you know what? Power of editing, chums. I will be right back with you. But yeah, this is not good. This is not good. Poor old Artemis, I believe, has perished. Right, let's get into the Raging Eagle. Well, we just scanned. There we go. Now we've got a hollow terminus and Apollo. So yeah, let's get into the Raging Eagle. And then, like I said, with the power of editing, I will reconvene with you chaps once I've actually reached it. I mean, how far away is it? Is it worth doing the power of editing? Let's have a quick look-see. 40-odd seconds. Heck yes. Power of editing. Here we go. I have now arrived at Cated, and we're touching down. Right now, before I tried to fly up to the hollow terminus, didn't I? And I failed miserably. Yeah, but now I've got some movement modules. We're going to try again. Yeah, and you saw there, I even done a melee strafe jump before I started, because I'm confident. Heck yes, we have arrived, and we have landed safely. Awesome. You know what? That deserves an air grab. Let's do one of those. Heck yes, air grab. Shkapow. Oh, Jesus, I nearly fell off. Whoa, that wouldn't have been good, would it? Right, well, let's interface with this. Exo, what do you make of all this, my little chum?
Should you perish from a grave marker, I can restore you into the iteration. I'm hoping we can do something similar for Artemis.
Friday, Exo, well, let's just hope that's the case. Let's hope that we can restore Artemis in some way, shape, or form. Righto, so let's go talk to Apollo. Let's see what Apollo's got to say. Righto, that's not Apollo. You're not Apollo. Who the fudge are you? Well, it says they're null, so I guess that's going to be their name. You know what? So here we go. Let's what's the point of living if we know what life will finish? Okay, I'm going to suggest that we improve the lives of others. But I kind of would have gone with, well, life produces life, and energy never ceases to exist. Therefore, energy is immortal, and, you know, life will go on no matter what. It just changes forms. But yeah, that was not an answer that I could have selected. But yeah, here we go. So you're saying Artemis can be saved. Okay, fantastic. To a fashion. Okay, there's a but there, isn't there? There really is. Okay, I need to know more. Tell me more. Tell me more of your plan. Okay, no, I'm not sceptical. Yeah, okay, brilliant. Journey to save them failed. Okay, fair enough. Right, the blood of Artemis is data. The heart is a glitch. I can help you retrieve both. Right, oh, well, fair enough. So this is kind of what Exo was getting at, to be fair. I mean, the grave marker contains everything that we need to restore one to the iteration, to the simulation. I mean, we're already in a simulation, but this sounds like we're going to create a simulation inside a simulation. And we're going to be storing the soul of Artemis inside of what's called a mind arc. And there's a soul engine. Okay, well, this is getting more and more disturbing. So although that we are in a simulation, there is mention of blood and soul and all sorts of other shenanigans. Yeah, he called the heart a glitch, which was a little bit odd. But anyway, people, I will reconvene with you in a mo. Yeah, because we need to go grab something from a red system. So let's go to the Galactic Mapicus. Hello, Galactic Mapicus. Right, so I'm looking for a red star. Now, they look very magenta-esque. I wouldn't say they're red at all. They're sort of like a pink. Well, at least they are on my screen, so I'm going to be selecting this one here, which I think is a red star. It says data unavailable. There's not going to be a station here. Right, okay, well, I think the Mind Arc, needs wiring looms, so I'm not going to be able to get them from this system, but I've got to jump here to get the cadmium. Awesome. Right, well, let's find an actual planet that has cadmium on it. I can do a quick scan from up here and find out if it's got cadmium. Oh, high sentinel activity. No, thank you. No, thank you. And also, I could do with one that has water on, because if we can find one that's got water, I might be able to get the living pearl at the same time. Now, I'd imagine pearls are going to be in the oceans, and I'd imagine they're going to be in clams. Oh, here we go. We've got one with water. Fantastic, so that might be able to get me the pearl. And it has cadmium and yet no sentinel activity listed in the list. Fantastic. We're going to the Blighted planet. This sounds like a great holiday destination. Heck not. But let's fly on down and let's see if we can spot some cadmium on our way into the atmosphere. So it will be red. I can see a silvery one there. Now, if you're unsure, you can sometimes get away with shooting them with your photon cannons, and it would tell you whether it's cadmium or something else. Ah, there's a frickin' giant mushroom in the way. Arse. Okay. I think that said magnetized something. Magnetized ferrite, maybe. Yeah, I believe that was magnetized ferrite, both of those deposits. Well, you know what? We're just going to set our ship down over here. Sometimes you can shoot them and it'll come up with cadmium. You can land right next to their dang thing. But there we go. I'm going to land here because it's in between some deposits and also the ocean. And hopefully we'll be able to get a better look-see at some cadmium around here. Let's just... I'll tell you what. When I find some cadmium, I'll be sure to let you guys know. Awesome, well, I found some cadmium, but there's a giant mushroom growing out of it, so I'm going to zap this, and then I'm going to extract all of the cadmium. I'm going to ask Exo to speed up this footage, if you wouldn't mind, my little chum. That'd be frickin' ace. Nice one. Chicka-chicka-pow. I would have asked some music, but it's hardly worth it. It's a couple of seconds. Right, well, that's all extracted, and now we're going to be heading down to the ocean to see if we can get ourselves a living pearl. And I have found myself some armoured clams. Now, they're closed. So I need to get the clam to open. Oh, you zap it, it opens. You swim closer, you go to grab it, it nabs you. It nabbed me. It frickin' pinched me. It bit me, chums. You frickin' clam. Let's try that again. There we go. I got it. Swim away, swim away. Got the living pearl. I only need one. I'm not going to bother getting any more. Nice. Well, I'm back up my ship in safety, and I'm going to craft the metal panels. Now I believe I've got everything I need for this soul engine. Create a Mondo. Heck yes. But now we need to create the actual mind arc. The mind arc, I can get the wiring looms, which is fine up at a station, but I'm going to have to jump system. And glass, I can either do that from the silicon powder, which you get from terrain manipulation, or, if I'm lucky, I might get a frost crystal planet and just get some frost wart that I can turn into glass. Heck yes, let's give this a go then. So I need to jump systems, I believe, because, yeah, I can't... Well, I could actually just use a terrain manipulator down there to get my glass, couldn't I? But I need a station, and there is no station in this system, so let's jump. Let's have a look around. Right, oh, there's a lovely turquoisey, bluey type one there. Let me get on that one. Is that selected? No, this is the one I want. I want this one. Oh, it's a booming system when it comes to economy. That could be quite swank. Let's go there. Sweet. Pow! And we have arrived gated in the middle of a giant skirmish. Righto, so it looks like I've been asked to save a freighter from pirates. Okay, well, let's see if we can spot the first pirate. Where are they? I can't see any of them. Oh, they're right over there. Right, okay, well, let's go shoot some of these down. Meow, let's go, let's go. Right, they are a freaking distance and a half. I'm surprised they even got a warning, you know. These freighters probably could have got away in the time that I'm reaching these guys. Right, well take that, you scallywag, you pirate scum. Take this, and that, and some of this. Right, I'm going to destroy all of these people. And while I'm destroying them, Exo, if you wouldn't mind, I'm hoping that you can play yourself a nice little war tune. You're probably going to do that whistling type, weird surfy type song again. But yeah, do what you wish, Exo. Right, well I guessed it, Chumsy likes that tune, and I've scanned this freighter, and it's an A-class 18 slotter, which isn't bad for a first freaking find. I mean, I would prefer to have an S, and to be fair, I don't think this freighter looks all that decent, to be fair. It just looks like a couple of boxes stuck together. It looks like some kid played with some Duplo. Anyway, let's head on up. Oh, what was that? What was that sound? I'm fairly sure I just heard an exotic ship landing. I'm going to turn around and have a quick look-see. Now we'll just pop into camera mode at the top of the steps. Let's just get through these doors and let's just see if that was an exotic ship. Because if it is, this freighter has only just appeared, hasn't it? So it might be that this is an early spawn exotic in this area of space. Where is it? Oh, it's a tiny weeny little tiny guppy. Look at that. That is beautiful. It's like a little goldfish with these little side fins. Isn't that so cute? That is a beautiful little exotic ship. So if you want this, the portal coordinates are in the bottom left-hand corner right now. And I'll try and make those a little bit bigger for you guys on the screen. But there we go. A nice little awesome exotic. And hopefully it's an early spawn. There we go. Excellent, eh? Not that I've overly tested it, but that's the area where you can find this guppy if you want it. I believe there's only 2 planets in this system. So hopefully you're going to find it relatively quick anyway, even if you're at a trading post, because there's not a lot of places for it to land. And yeah, this freighter just doesn't do it for me. I'm not liking it at all. It almost looks like a little gun though, doesn't it? It looks like a pistol. I'm going to decline it. Don't worry, chums, because the next freighter that you rescue... Yeah, you don't have to have this. The next one that you rescue, you get for free anyway. So yeah, just turn it down if you don't like it. Awesome. So that'll be a future episode. We'll go do some freighter shopping and freighter hunting. The only thing is I have to now wait for an extra 3 hours of game time. And also, I need to warp something like 5 times before another freighter interaction will spawn. Right, so I'm going to go get those wiring looms now, chums. So it's up this ramp and over to the Galactic Trade Terminal I go. Fantastic. Let's fire this up and let's see if I can get the wiring looms. Pretty much, it's a given. You're going to find these inside the stations. They're always here. Oh, look at that. Self-repairing Heridium. I remember when Heridium was a thing. Giant blue stacks that would stick out the ground. Fantastic. Okay, well, we're going to buy 3 of those. Chicka-pow, chicka-boom, chicka-bow-bow-bow. Lovely, jubbly, lovely job. Righty-ho. So I'm now almost close to doing it. I just need the glass. Free glass. You know what? I'm just going to go dig a load of silicate powder out the ground. I'm just going to go use my terrain manipulator. Both the planets in this system don't look like frost crystal planets. There's an emerald redacted type one, which I think I'm going to go to, because the other one's swarming with sentinels. Right, okay, anyhow, let's have a look in this cabinet. Oh, wow. Alien multi-tool. Oh, it's only a C class. Hasn't got many slots, but you know what? We can do something about that. We can upgrade this thing. I like it. It looks like it's just fallen from the pits of hell. I might buy this. Heck yes. 1.5 million units. You know what? I think that's a steal, since I can actually do that up and make that pretty swanky. That's a little project. Nice one. Horse ham. Right, so here I am, down on that emerald redacted type planet, and I've dug out a shed load of emerald and a load of actual dirt, so hopefully I should be able to spin that up in my personal refiner and turn that into glass, like Rumpelstiltskin of the glass world. Heck yes, I could be a double glazing Rumpelstiltskin. Here we go, let's get that going. Chicka-pow. Boom, we're going to get 25 from that. We're probably going to run out of fuel before we get all 25. But I only need 3, don't I? Oh, see that land shark just swim past? Nice. Righto. Well, let's go to my ship. You see the orange colours that are on my suit now? I really wish you could get that paint colour for your actual suit and make yourself that colour of orange. A nice orange rather than the sort of diluted oranges that we get now. Righto. Well, let's see if I've got the glass. Let's see if that's actually bait. Let's see if we've got 3 in there. Oh, we've got 6. We've got double what we need. We'll have that. Thanking you, personal refiner. And now we can make ourselves the Mind Arc. Heck yes. Awesome. Well, that's all crafted. So, done diddly done. Jobs are good. Fantastamondo. What's next? Hopefully we're going to get some sort of marker appear. And I imagine it's going to be the hollow terminus. And this time, maybe it's going to give me... Ooh, will it give me Null? Will it give me Apollo? Or will it give me Artemis? Ooh, chances. It's a 1 in 3. I'm going to go for... I think it's going to be Artemis. I think we're just going to be talking to Artemis. Because, you know, I don't think Null is going to give us an instruction manual on how to use the dang thing or what it actually does. I think it's going to be like a surprise thing. That'll be my guess. Righto, so let's head on over to the hollow terminus. Awesome. And we're arriving. So, Exo, what do you make of all this then, my little chum?
Captain Steve, it does seem to be that you are following the instructions of Apollo, Nada, the Atlas, now Null, or Apollo, or even Artemis. It doesn't feel like you've actually set about doing your own sort of missions or quest as yet. I'm hoping that all this hasn't taken its toll on you.
Well, Exo, that's mighty fine of you to be thinking of my well-being. You know what? I would rather be taking instructions from others right now, rather than dwelling on my own plight. I mean, I don't even know how I came into this iteration. I don't even know what my purpose is. So, yeah, probably best not to dwell on it, and this is keeping my mind active. But thank you very much for your concern, my little robot-y chum. I can see why you're some sort of sanity droid, and yeah, you just gave me a shed load of warnings. Well, I've got to take heed of those. I mean, yes, radio protection, yes, I get you. Yeah, okay, fine, Exo, cool. Yeah, there's a lot going on right now. I'm going to scan this little birdie-man bird, and you're going to tell me units received. Heck yes! I love it when you say that. That's banked. Right. Oh, it is. It's Artemis. I was freaking right. Hello there, Artemis. How are you, my little friend? Oh, Kazert. It looks like they're getting more and more corrupted. I'm going to comfort Artemis first, and I'm not going to tell them about the Mind Arc just yet. Let's see if they're okay. Okay, look of wild panic. You know what? I'm just going to use the next option I get, and another Kazert. It does feel like he's getting more and more corrupted. You know what? I'm just going to use the Mind Arc, because I'm worried that if I don't, we might lose them anyway. So yeah, let's try and get the data as intact as possible. Fantastic. Brilliant. It looks like we have contained him in this little jar. And yeah, fine. Okay, so we're going to leave there. It looks like I'm going to be talking to Null, though. There's Null. Hello there, Null. I don't know what the fudge has happened to Apollo, but we're going to be talking to Null. Okay, travellers, our dream. An idea that we have some special place in this universe. Artemis had it, you had it, Apollo. Right, fair enough. Great, and I imagine you too. I'd like to think. We are countless, my friend. Walk in these worlds, yearning for friendship. No one wants to be alone. But we are, in a roundabout way, if it wasn't for our little companion droids. The Aeons are the Sentinels. But what is this mention of glass and the protagonators? What are the protagonators, Apollo and Nada? It's not really clear. And what is this primal sin that we have committed? I have no idea. What you're jibber-jabbering on about, Null, you need to throw me a frickin' bone. Heck yes. Right, well... hopefully, Nada or Polo can throw some light onto that sort of dribble that we just got from the Dungeon Master. I call him Dungeon Master because he spoke in riddles and tongues. Fudge, yes he did. Right, so let's go back up and let's go see Mr. Nada. I love Nada's cloak. I want a cloak like Nada's. Heck yes. I've noticed that none of these have got any sort of AI companions. They have no Talamon. They have no direct connection to the Atlas. But then again, they see the Atlas as a false entity. Okay, right, so, yeah, I'm going to tell you about the Mind Arc, Nada. I mean, this is a strange jam jar that holds souls. I mean, what do you think of that? It's an echo. Right, I did sort of feel this. You know, it's kind of a copy, isn't it? It's more of a copy than the actual... I mean, the consciousness is usually tied to some sort of organic matter, like a brain. So if you do extrapolate data from a brain, it's just a copy, isn't it? It's not the real thing. But we can't find his body. Artemis got trapped in between a portal, in some sort of rift. So, you know, if we can only save but a copy, then fine. That's the best I can do, I suppose. I need a little bit more time to decide. I've got a feeling I'm going to take a little bit of time with this one. Awesome. Yeah, well, thank you very much, Nada. It's nice to know that help is there should we need it. But I can't see any other way. We're going to have to upload him into some sort of simulation, into a sub-matrix, before we can actually restore said Artemis to some sort of vessel. I'm hoping we can restore him to some sort of vessel. I mean, I'm guessing that's what you did with the synthesis droid that we have right up here on the Nexus. You know, good old Johnny 5. What's this? There's a terminal around this corner, you say? What, past Mercury? Oh, I thought this was just some sort of weird engine room where Nada does some sort of secret sort of missions or something. Because there's a terminal in here that's locked by Nada. Something number 5. Yeah, okay. Maybe it's Johnny 5. Who knows? Anyway, let's interact with this. Sweet. A relic of a world long since destroyed. Well, this is a new menu that I didn't get before. Sweet. So, yeah, this contains some sort of weird Nada. Yeah, this is the message I was getting before. Secondary simulation. You see what I mean? Okay, a simulation of the solar system. Nice one. Oh, sweet. Corvax and the allies. A false solar system, dear to Nada. Okay, so it's like a sub-solar system. Yeah, we're going to upload Artemis into there, and hopefully, in future, we might be able to re-download the chap and restore him to some sort of physical plane. And we can reunite. That'd be freaking ace. Get him back up on the Nexus. Could give us missions and thingies and whatnots. Who knows? There we go. That's pretty much him done then. Okay. Yep. Let's just stick them in there. Hopefully that's a better place than where they were. Hopefully they're no longer being traced by like 16 demonic machines or faces as they called it. And now it's just giving me the same menu as I used to get before. I can't actually talk to Artemis at this stage. Fair enough. Right, well that's pretty much done. I wonder if Nada's got anything else to say now. Let's go speak to Nada and let's see what he has to say for himself. Through this lovely green neon door. Then just up to the right hand side. Let's go speak to Nada, the guy with the awesome gape. There you go. Let's go speak to him. Hello there, Nada. Got anything for me? What are you going to say? Right, okay. You've done well. Well, thank you for the reassurance. I don't feel too good about it. You know, maybe I should just put him out of his suffering. I don't know. But for now, I think that's the best that we can do. Heck yes. And anyway, people out there, I hope you've enjoyed this and hopefully see you again soon. And yeah, goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye again. Heck yes. I want to say a massive, great big thank you to every single one of you watching right now, thanking you. And I want to say a massive thank you to all of my Patreons that you can see on the screen here. Thank you there, Patreons. And a massive, great big shout out and thank you to all of my YouTube memberships. Thanking you, people. And yeah, if you want to join any of those, check out the video description. I also have merch on my channel page. Be sure to check that out. There's something there for everyone. And I also have an eBay store where I sell 3D printed items. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Yeah, if I can make you guys smile, then yeah, that makes me smile. So thank you very much for watching, people. And yeah, if you haven't already, please hit a like. That'd be fantabadosy. Heck yes. Or you could hit a subscribe. Chicka pum pum, chicka pow pow. Yep, and if you've done both of those, there's always the notification bell, and then you won't miss the next episode. Heck yes. And on this screen here, YouTube or Google, the algorithm will try to predict what you might want to see on my channel. Hit one of those tiles, that'll be ace, or hit the join or subscribe. And until next time, people, goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye again. Goodbye.